Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Vibes and Stuff, where I react to anime, old, new, and everything in between. And today we will be looking at episode 10 of Cowboy Bebop called Ganymede Eulogy. Now, I had no idea what Ganymede was. I had heard it in the series in a previous episode because it's definitely a weird word, and Jet was definitely talking about Ganymede. So, because I go above and beyond here, I actually Googled it and found out Ganymede is the largest, most massive natural satellite of Jupiter. It's also known as Jupiter 3. Now, that sounds massive and super important, and you combine that word with eulogy, doesn't sound like it's going to be a very happy episode. I'm interested to see maybe there's like a big thing that happens in the solar system. Maybe we get some returns, perhaps. I'm excited to see what exactly goes on here. After last episode, jamming with Edward, I'm excited to see kind of what we get. I was a bit critical, actually, of jamming with Edward. Looking back with like editing and stuff, and kind of just like watching it as I'm doing that, I'm a bit more fond of the episode now. I really enjoy the quirkiness of it, and I think the music definitely is what really carries it. So I'm excited to see what we get from this one. It feels, based on title, that it's going to be a big deal. But there's only one way to find out, and that is to start the episode. Also, before we do that, if you could like, subscribe, comment, join me on this journey because I'm going to be doing a lot of different animes, and I want to really build a solid little community. So if that sounds interesting to you, then yeah, do any of those things, and I would appreciate it. All right, so let's start the episode. Episode 10, Cowboy Bebop, Ganymede Eulogy. Who's that?
Shut up!
Legally not Pepsi, of course. Ed. So is Ed just gonna be this quirky the whole time? Yeah, I feel like that's the case. Ooh, flashback. First Jet flashback ever? In the past.
Let's the tub already so we can hand over that pathetic bounty head. I want my reward and nice crisp bills. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm?
Yes, I know what you are saying.
You haven't even...
Ganymede's your home satellite, isn't it?
Ah.
You weren't thinking of some sweet thing from your
past, I Googled.
were you? Someone who cried over you, huh?
Long time no see, bud.
When did you get here? Haven't seen you in, what, 7 years, maybe 8? What's up with the sudden homecoming? You here for work or just getting into trouble like the old days?
I've got a bounty head to hand over to you boys.
Old friends.
Well, he used to be a cop, huh? That explains it.
What's that?
Why we can't get along for 5 minutes.
Aww.
Here, what was her name? You know. Yeah, Elisa.
Oh, Jet's is taking off. Oh.
Sense of justice and duty, huh?
First time he's home in years. Of course he's gonna go see her.
You know, he's kidding himself if he thinks his old girlfriend's still carrying a torch for him.
And you're kidding yourself if you think every woman's like you. They're not, you know.
Duty calls 3 o'clock tea.
I'll get used to it. I'll get used to it.
Elisa is gone.
Liar.
Is it really you? Brent. He is my guest.
Rent?
Don't need to worry.
It's kind of a cool
It'll
name.
be all right.
Oh, he's like looking after her. I thought he was like sus. She must be in trouble or something.
You don't mind?
No. So, how about it? You'll have a little drink, won't you? I'm closing shop. The ships don't come in like they used to, and the whole area is getting run down. I'm thinking about moving out to another town somewhere.
The show really does a good job with poverty and the ideas of poverty.
New Island mortgages are high, and the bankers aren't too understanding. Must be hard for you to manage.
It's so like you to worry about things like that. I'll work it all out after I'm resettled. Don't worry, I'm here with Rint. It's okay.
Yeah, Rent's a good guy.
Joke, Rint's my boyfriend. And, how about you? You must be married.
No, just wandering around with some weirdos.
Yeah, that's pretty much the description of the show so far.
You remember?
Name's Rint Salonius, a thug who operates
Oh,
out of the
no.
port of Marvis. Last night he had a run-in with a money guy named Law Rentzuo, another low-life scam artist. The guy's dead.
Yeah, and?
Rint is Elisa's main squeeze. I thought you boys would want to know.
Of course.
Man, what's the bounty on this guy?
Is Faye gonna get up?
Back then, when I got home from work.
Oh, she bailed. Oh, and she left
When
it.
I came back home.
From long ago. And I've forgotten about it. Time never stands still.
Yeah.
I've gotta go. Bye, Chet.
Oh, it's probably why he's so squeamish today. That makes sense, obviously. He's got a cool jacket. Oh. Hey.
A bounty hunter? Can he be?
Rint.
He's after me. I have a bounty on my head. It's all over.
It's not your fault. Let's go.
Oh.
We've gotta run. Right now.
Oh, this is like the first episode.
Well,
Give me
looks like all
flashbacks.
my good karma is finally paying off. Sorry, but this is business.
Just trying to scare them.
Grab the wheel! Hurry!
What's up?
I'm after a head.
That's so casual after almost killing each other.
Here, I'll send you the data.
It's Rent.
There's a bounty on this guy.
Yeah. Inside info from your
I think
pal
Jed's gonna let him go.
Apparently, he gunned down a loan shark.
I'll take care of this. You can go back.
Being the one in charge, going for the bounty. Okay. Don't shoot anyone. No. Oh, no way. He's gonna let him walk.
leave us alone. Please, Jet. There are other bounty heads to catch. You don't need this one.
If I let him go now, someone else will be after him tomorrow. And by then, you'll be an accomplice.
Stay away!
You still have time, Elisa.
Stop protecting me! In the end, you were always right. When I was there with you, I never had to do anything for myself. All I had to do was to hang on to your arm like a child without a care in the world. I wanted to live my own life, make my own decisions. Even if they were terrible.
Oh, no! Let go! Stop! I don't want to go to prison!
Guys
Let
running
go!
off.
Help me, please! Please help me! You gotta... Oh!
You'll survive this. Be strong. And take care of her. They think he'll get off with a self-defense plea. So what are you gonna do now?
Well, I won't be on the run. I'll just wait there at my tavern for Rint.
I don't think you'll be waiting very long. Because time never stands still, you know?
That's cool. I like how he's already walking away. Hey. And that was episode 10 of Cowboy Bebop, Ganymede, Eulogy. And I gotta say, guys, I loved that episode. I adore the themes. And as a kid, I would have hated Elisa. Because, like, oh, but love, and, you love each other, and how can you be so cold to him? But, like, as a grown-up who's, like, gone through stuff like this, it's actually very realistic, and, like, a great message for Jet. Because Jet was, like, he had a lot of, like, anti kind of, like, women comments I've noticed, like, in previous episodes. And I think for him going back home and going to see her, he thought it was going to be this, like, amazing thing where he confronts her and I just need closure and I need this. And it's like, it's going to be this big, beautiful thing that it's like, okay, it's going to finally all make sense. And the truth of the matter is that it's not that big of a thing. She just didn't find herself wanting to be with him, and the whole, like, the watch and just waiting for it to stop, and it's like, that's stupid because life moves on. I've already moved on. Like, the second I left, even probably before I left, I had moved on. I think that's such a cool adult thing that I can definitely, like, see. I think we can all kind of see in our own lives when we hope that it's going to be this big, magical, wonderful thing if you attempt to get closure in some kind of fallen relationship, when in actuality it's just, this whole thing, like, she's kind of, like, shocked that you're still kind of holding on to this. Like, I moved on, man. Like, and she has a boyfriend that she loves, and, like, she genuinely loves, and he's what she wants, whether it's best for her or it's gonna make her life better or significantly worse. It doesn't matter, because it was her choice that she wanted to make, and she had her reasons to do it. And it's like, you just have to let this person do it, and it has nothing to do with you. Once the relationship's kind of over, it really has nothing to do with you, and you holding on to this baggage is a very unhealthy thing to do. And I think we've all been there, especially with, like, first loves and stuff. You think it's going to be this amazing thing, but in actuality, this is kind of the best representation of kind of what falling out of love is. And I think people fall out of love at different paces, and I guess in a way it was actually good he heard this from her, because now he's like, he did get his closure. I just think he thought it was going to be this, like, big awesome thing where he got all these answers, and it was just kind of like, I didn't really like the life I was going to have with you, And yeah, I mean, this guy got her in trouble a bit, but he loves her and she loves him, and that's kind of just where they're at. And I think the way Jet walked away too, as he said, time stops for nobody, as he's already leaving her and letting her live her own life, and he's going to live his own life, and in a much healthier way this time, rather than what transpired. I think it was like 6 years before then. So I really loved the themes in this episode. I had such a good time with it. And I think after the silliness of last episode, it was so cool to see what Cowboy Bebop does really well. And that sort of just grounded storylines based on realism, and just like its ability to affect you as the viewer. Of like, we can all kind of relate to situations like this. If you've been through heartbreak and all that, then it's just such a great theme to have. So I had such a great time with this episode. I had so much fun. It was a great episode 10. We're almost, I think we got like 18 more episodes to go, but I'm really just geared into this show that even if the storyline isn't continuing constantly, I actually enjoy how grounded in the realism and the day-to-day. I love the day-to-day of hanging out with the Bebop. I think it's so much fun, and just getting fun little trickles of storyline. Jed, you really carved out a character in one episode after I had so many questions about him beforehand, and sort of why does he have these attitude towards things. And I think a lot of that got answered. So I'm excited to see what we get in future episodes. So in saying that, I have to say goodbye for this one so we can get to those. So I will see you guys later. That was episode 10 of Cowboy Bebop, Ganymede, Eulogy. Bye.